It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Jalen Ramsey.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Hundley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37.
He's brought down at
first play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And the open receiver is Robert Woods. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Rams first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the give, this is Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Akers.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Sam Sloman is on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 29, Hundley. Fitzgerald's got it right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to right.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. The cry goes, first do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff for Drake. Fighting through, he's got space, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing, Hundley. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Andy Isabella was the intended target. On first down, Drake, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Hundley. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Akers. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Here goes Todd.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Cardinals nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
At the 19-yard line.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Rams 10, Cardinals 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Rams.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Akers. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the Cardinals' 48-yard line.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now Goff on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was taken down by
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down is gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing on third. Gone. Now they're staring at a fourth down as Arizona's defense does its job.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
13.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best
pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On the punt for the Rams.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams team's going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a run with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Good coverage there holds them to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 45-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Micah Kaiser on the tackle.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Rams' 35-yard line.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss running left, Akers. The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards on the ground.
The 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On 1st and goal, Drake. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
On the handoff.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Brett Hundley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's gone. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now left side on the swing pass. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now gone. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to lay one. He's got a man complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. And he Isabella, 93 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return is Henderson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the game there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Goff throwing complete to Kupp. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Looking for Woods that time.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Down Rams.
Now it's gone. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 11 at the 41. They'll run this with Akers. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I kick it, even with a sprain.